Beautiful spring day, blue skies, freshly cut lawn, some dandelions I need to take care of. Edith the dachshund, she's out here somewhere wandering about. She actually gave a little inspection, a little sniff of these sneak peeks that I have sitting next to me, and that's what this video is about. I have got upcoming 2022 and even 2023 models to show you today directly from Mattel, and even more specifically, directly from our friends at the Hot Wheels design team. Dima, Lindsay, Frazier, Sonny, all working on some of these models. They packaged them up, sent them over to me. I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to repackage them back, tape it up, send it right back to them so they can continue working on them. And the hope here is that we can make this a regular feature. Not only do you get to see some models that are upcoming, but you get the details on them, what they're working on, why they're working on them, what they're excited about. And these are models that they're very excited to show you, and I am very excited to be the conduit to do it. So we're going to start with the two carded models that they sent. You've already seen them. Let's start with this one. This deco has to look familiar, this kind of, I don't know what that kind of blue you would call this, but this is the Max Steel. And like I said, all of these are new castings that I'm going to be showing you today in various forms of completion. All of them are completed except for one, actually. This is the Max Steel. I'm going to open it up. That's what they told me to do. But I'm going to show you the back here. This is the third in these kind of special custom hot rods that we have seen over the last, 2 or 3 years. And the Max Steel is the next one. This is kind of a cool thing. This is them. This is the whole team having fun. The detail I want you to look at is that this has an air-cooled flat 6 engine. And if you know kind of where that comes from, you'll realize how unique this hot rod is. I'm going to open it up. Let's put it on the turntable. Check this thing out. Like I said, they've been introducing these models in this cool deco, this cool color combination, this kind of gold numbering, gold trim. And they've been taking like elements of classic hot rods and adding modern features, modern elements to them, whether it be the engine or some of the trim or the detailing, the windows, or wheels, everything else. And this is in that series. I have no idea how many they're going to do, but I hope they keep doing it because it's a really cool, interesting, creative mix of fantasy and realism take on these kind of models. And the Max Steel definitely fits in. I think Sonny finished this one, if I remember what Dima told me, but the whole team was kind of working on this, and the detailing on it I think is very, very cool. A lot of you hot rod folks will love this and just love the creative combinations that they've gone with on this particular model. I will put this one aside and I'll go to that other carded one. This is the Lotus, I hope I say it right, Evija? Lotus is moving into the electric world, and I think this is, in fact, we can read about it. Yep. First British all-electric hypercar. This is from the Exotics series. I'm not going to know where any of the others come from because I don't have the packaging. But I said I'd open it up, so we're going to do it. And here it is. In classic British racing green. If you get a British race car, why not debut it in British racing green? That's how it should be. With the yellow trim, it looks like you've got some detailing. Oh, wow. Look at the detailing on the back. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it. Hopefully it's on the turntable now. Looks like those, you've got some trim on this. They've given this a color break by incorporating parts of the interior into the front, into the front, the sides, and the back. So you get a very cool color break. And then they've even detailed those back tail lights, which is incredibly cool. Look at that Lotus logo on the front. This thing is totally detailed. This is the first of 2 Lotuses that I'm going to show you. Lodi? Yeah, no, Lotuses. Love the break on this one. And the fact that they can just run with, different color combinations makes a ton of sense. That is a fantastic model. All right. We might as well move to the other Lotus. These are going to be, and I'm going to show you right on top, just so you know kind of what we're looking at. I'm going to show you this other Lotus. Notice that print on there. That's an FEP. That means that these are models, when I say they came directly from Mattel, they're sending these to me These are the kind of the models that they get that they can inspect. The designers can make sure everything is where it needs to be, colors are correct for licensors, every other detail to make these the way they want them. That's one of the reasons they like showing this. Is they're going to show us, they're going to send me the one that I can show you. Now, because this is an internal model, this is why it's very important that I actually package these and send them back, and that's what I'm going to do. But this is the other Lotus, so you can see the base. It's the Lotus Emira. Obviously, we're going to see an emphasis on Lotuses this year with the Evija and the Emira. Love that this one gets the rear detailing on the taillights. Love that this one also gets the front done. These are, you know, when you see a Lotus, you see how small they are in real life. And I think these are done, they're not done specifically to scale, but you can see that these are kind of, these models have been miniaturized in a sense compared to normal Hot Wheels. These are a little smaller. All right, moving on. I actually did tease this one on Instagram. Didn't even tease it. I actually showed you the whole thing. And I'm really excited to kind of give you the background on this one. This is an upcoming new Honda Civic. In fact, I'll just let you see the base. It says Honda Civic Custom. If you look at the deco, we'll start there as it goes on the turntable. You can see that green R. You can see Asada Race Garage. And yes, this is another tribute casting to Ryo Asada. Now, Ryo designed so many Hondas for Hot Wheels, mostly in the basic range, but he did some for premium as well. And one of those he did was the EG Civic that we saw. I think it debuted in Fast and Furious. We saw a Hello Kitty version in Modern Classics. And I think we've seen it in Boulevard as well. This is that casting, but it's been heavily modified by the basic design team. Dima and crew went at it and turned it into a 90s era drag Civic. Now, those of you who are familiar with the drag scene in California with these had like 1,000 horsepower. They were, what, 8-second? They were 8-second drag racers. They were front wheel drive, so they had big, thick wheels on the front and tiny little wheels on the back. So you are seeing this correctly. The front wheels are bigger than the back wheels. So it's not just the fact that they're mismatched, that they're different style wheels. The back wheels are actually smaller, so you get that kind of big front end on a front wheel drive drag Civic. It's got the single seat. I don't know if that really comes through, but it's definitely the racing interior. So yes, this is Ryo Civic, but it's just been tinkered with to a 90s era drag Civic. And one comment from Dima when he was sharing the details on this is they all think that Ryo would absolutely love what they did with this one, and so they definitely wanted to give it that Ryo tribute deco on it as it is released. I've heard from some of the designers like Manson too, he even commented on this on Instagram, that this one is full of Easter eggs. So if people want it when it comes out, take this thing apart, customize the blank out of it, have all kinds of fun with it. But as you rip it open, you'll see that there's all kinds of Easter eggs, tributes to Ryo and stuff in this thing. I'm not going to show you those. I'm going to let that go when this gets out. Have at it. Very excited about that one. All right, another one. I think I've seen this one kind of making the rounds on the internet, but it's really cool to show it up close on the turntable. This is the next Porsche from Hot Wheels. I think Lindsay designed this one. It's the Porsche 911 GT3 in blue, classic blue. We've seen a lot of these GT3s as the next generation, and I'm already looking at this one and I'm seeing like metal spoiler, but a nice kind of compact spoiler. I'm seeing incredible details. I love the fact that a lot of Hot Wheels Porsches are getting the headlights done as part of the window piece, so you get that brake always. That allows the team to maybe take on the back. And Porsche taillights these days have been so cool, running across the entire back of the car, that it's a shame if they're not able to do it. Well, obviously this one gets it. So Y5 wheels on this in black. Love the blue color. It's a great debut. And yeah, you're going to ask me, when are we going to see these? 2022. I don't know exactly what mixes they're going to be. And I've learned in my time working with the design teams, if you ask them, they have no idea either. Sometimes you'll ask and they'll be like, I think it came out either 6 months ago or it's going to come out in 6 months. Once they're done with these, they have to move on. And it's the marketing team and others that will work on the assortments of when these are kind of going to come out. But I'd imagine, this summer, maybe fall, that we'll see most of these models except for that 2023. Well, we'll see that in the fall too, actually. All right. Two more. And this one is cool. Because not only is the casting cool, but it's debuting brand new basic wheels. So should we just go for it? I'm going to let you try and guess what kind of car this is as you take it in. So I'm just going to shut my mouth. Have you figured it out? Maybe you're just staring at the wheels. And you should, because it's pretty fantastic. This is a Nissan Maxima drift car. Think early to mid 80s Nissan Maxima done as a drift car in all kinds of crazy details. You might have thought, is that a Datsun wagon? Nope. Let's start with the wheels. A detail I want you to see as I roll these is the calipers. This basic wheel is, you can actually see through it. I wonder if I can actually, there you can kind of see it's an open 3-spoke. So not only can you see it, but it also allows for this detailing on the caliper. And it's done incredibly well for a basic wheel too, just the dimensions of it with the brake calipers, the 3 spokes. So those wheels designed by Fraser Campbell of the Hot Wheels design team. I think we're going to see them on all kinds of Japanese castings, new and old, as they come out in the basic range. And what a cool addition. These super advanced style wheels are going to be so great. But let's talk about the model now. First thing you notice is that chin spoiler up front. I mean, you could just see, take a Maxima wagon. You might have to Google it to get that silhouette. And you can see it's there, but it's been highly modified. You've got the flares on the side. You've got that big chin spoiler. Cool to see the Nissan logo there up front. Nice little detail that they're able to add. And then just going front to back, well, I mean, the highlight here is this engine. It's going to be hard to tell with the black interior, but the engine is a component here. It is an RB26 engine. That's a Skyline engine put in a Maxima wagon with all the other modifications to make it a monster drift wagon. This is the kind of creativity, the kind of fantasy model that I think a lot of us like. There's donut cars and toaster cars, and those are cool, but a Maxima wagon with a full Skyline RB26 engine in it, and of course a Lexan hood so you can see it and show it off. You customizers can detail the blank out of it again, just like the Honda. Bumper deletes in the back. You can see the modal logo, which is fantastic on this. I really like the cream color as well. It's just a really, really cool, very, very creative casting. Dima, the designer, this was his first car when he came to the United States from Ukraine. He said that he basically bought this off someone in Los Angeles. I think it was in LA. And he had a Nissan Maxima wagon that he says he's still a little nostalgic for. So he decided he would incorporate it into the basic range. But obviously he's going to add his own design cues to this one and turn it into an absolutely crazy drift wagon. It's a fantastic model with those fantastic 3 spokes. I think that one is going to be a hit, and I just dig it. The creativity there is awesome, and any cool wagon like that I'm going to be all for. All right, we're going to finish off with the first of 2023. Now I'm going to show this to you, and your first reaction is going to be like, what color are those wheels? All you need to focus on with this, with what I'm going to show you, is the casting itself, because this is an early prototype. It's got a bright blue interior. It's got a color that was just lying around, and it's got wheels that were lying around, and they are bright red. So I'm going to show it to you, see if you can figure out what this car is. Did you guess Escort? Because you're right. This is the first new model for 2023. It is the Ford Escort RS 2000. While not mentioned here on the base, it is actually the X-Pack version of the Escort. X-Pack version had these wider panels, upgraded engine, obviously for rallying. It's another fantastic Escort. We've had I think this will be the third of that rally style Escorts. We've seen them in premium, and this one joins basic. And yeah, like I said, right now what the team is doing is they're making sure all the parts fit. They're making sure the wheels fit. They're making sure everything looks good, rolls well. So they don't care about what the deco is, but I've been told it's going to be a cool kind of vintage rally style deco on it. Right now, what they're worried about is how does the model look? How does the casting look? And I'll say it looks amazing. Thing is super clean, super detailed. I cannot wait to see how this is going to look. I think these steelies on it, maybe not red, of course, but these steelies are going to look amazing as well. This will be a fun one to develop. I'm assuming to watch develop. Maybe once they get the finished version with the deco, they'll send me another one so I can show it to you in its finished form. But I'm guessing this will be in the A mix, so that's usually normal years, maybe not COVID impacted years, but normal years we'll see that in and around October. So let's see what happens. You guys tell me what you think. Do you like these little sneak peek videos? If you do, let me know. I'll tell the Dream Team, well, they're going to be watching too, and we'll do more of these. This was fun. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like these upcoming models. Tell me which one you're most excited for. I don't know which one. Between that Maxima and the Honda, the Porsche, the Escort, the Lotus, even the Max Steel, they're all very cool. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Bye.